minute. Ooh, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Ooh, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Ooh, it's been a hot minute. Ain't no one of us. Just a story. I saw a next. Don't see the Berkey out.
Alrighty everyone, we are back again with another Lash With Me tutorial using these VI's pre-made fans. Do you see those skin tee bases? Honestly, I was really highly impressed with using these pre-made fans. As you guys know, I hand make all my fans. I've never used pre-mades in my life, even in the beginning. So here me going in, I'm going to show you exactly how to pick them up. So the best way to pick up handmade fans, pre-made fans, is to pick them up by the base first and then adjust your lash and your tweezer and pick it up right where you want it. As you can see, guys, very skinty bases, very nice fans. They're dark enough, and I'm so surprised on how full this set actually came out just using pre-made fans. Now I'm gonna say something though. These fans do run a little flatter. So if you can, don't even get a C curl unless you know for a fact you have somebody who has more curlier upright lashes. For this client in particular, a normal C curl and regular lashes flatters her eyes the most, but these lashes do run way flatter. The D curl was the equivalent to a normal C curl, and the C curl was probably equivalent to like a J curl, but this set actually came out really cool. So we're just going to dive into it as well. We're going to go ahead and get with our gel pads. You guys, I have to go ahead and show you guys a clip with these gel pads real quick because these have become my absolute favorite, and it's only $6-7 on Amazon for a pack of 50. You cannot go wrong with that. They're so affordable. I'm trying to show you here the curvature and everything. It has this nice curve to it that just fits perfectly underneath my client's eye. It's really moist, really moisturizing, I guess you could say. I don't even know, girl, but as you can see, as I'm putting them on my client, you could just see how they really just stick to the skin and kind of settle right in. Love them so much. You guys need to check them out for real. All right, going in on top with our next Care Sensitive Skin Tape. As always, what's new? You already know the drill. I'm gonna go ahead and tape down our client's bottom lashes. That way they don't get confused with the top. Please take your time when it comes to taping those bottom lashes, ladies, because they will get confused with the top if you're not taking your time. Always start with one tape at a time. Close their eyes, adjust if you need to. I always start with the outer corner first and then go onto the inner corner and adjust as needed. As you can see here, doing this is actually easier for you instead of going in and just taping straight away. That way, if you need to adjust or move those lashes or move that tape or that gel pad up and down, you're not really causing so much trouble to get and isolate where you need to be on that gel pad. All right, so here is the top layer. What we're going to do, I go ahead and put it on here. So we are going to go ahead and use 16s on our top layer. I want to create a super basic wispy set, you guys. This set took me an hour and 15 minutes. It was the easiest set I've ever done in my life, and it actually came out so full. I was really shook. But as you can see here, it's a little flat. I'm not gonna lie, they were a little flat, but my sister really liked them. So as long as she did, I was okay with that. Again, you guys, I know I've been using my baby sister a lot, but it's because she's on break right now from school. So I'm using her to my advantage, and she's also using me. But I will be having different models coming soon. I was just using her for the time being, but I do have a set scheduled for another girl for completely different lashes. So I'll definitely bring that to you guys. But I also wanted to point out that when people tell me they have used pre-made fans before, they don't stick. As you guys can see here, I did not have a problem with them sticking. Now, I do gotta say though, you want to use a tiny bit more glue than normal. That's what I did notice. In order to make them kind of sit more, I needed to dip in there just a little bit. But you need to be careful, because if you put too much glue and it kind of runs down, you're gonna clog a pore. So for those of you who are kind of still learning about lashing and want to understand how much glue you need to put on your lash, In reality, if you put too much glue, what's going to happen is that glue is going to slide down from your lash and it's going to get onto the skin. It's going to clog a pore. Wherever you have hair on your body, there is a pore. So if you're going to go ahead and put a little bit too much glue and you clog that pore, you can end up causing an infection. You can end up causing that pore not to be able to release the sebum or natural oils that we have in our skin, thus causing kind of like a welt, and it's really uncomfortable, especially when it starts to grow out. They will kind of feel like something is pulling on their skin a little bit, and they'll want to go ahead and just tug and pull on those eyelashes, thus causing people to pick them off. So just be very mindful when you're doing that. You want to use an appropriate amount of glue. I can't really say how much, that's up to you. I'm not, you're the artist, you're the one behind the scenes, you're the one seeing what you're picking up. So you kind of just have to be the better judgment for yourself. But try to go easy with the adhesive, but also make sure you're using a good amount so that it does stick. All right. So this is all we're doing, guys. We're just taking the 16s on that top layer. I believe in the inner corner, though, I did drop down to 15 and then 14 as I got closer to that inner corner, but pretty much kept the 16s from, I'll point an arrow right now, from there all the way to the end of the eye. Okay, very basic wispy set. When it comes to wispy sets, you want to put your longest lashes or your longest lengths on the top layer, a shorter length. Usually you want to go 2 to 3 sizes shorter for your next layer. For her, she only has 3 layers, so it's really, really simple to create a wispy set and like follow it without getting confused. So basically I did 16 at the top, I'm going to jump down to 14, and then I'm going to jump down to 12. That's it. Fairly simple. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I lied. 16. Yeah, no, that is right. I'm sorry. Yeah, 16, 14, and then we're jumping down to 12, okay? But on that last layer, I'm going to use D-curls in 12s. And I kind of mixed a little bit of 13s in there just to create more density, but that was pretty much it, you guys. Very simple. That's all you got to do. I didn't map because there's really nothing to map out. I literally just followed the natural shape of her eyes and just went with it, and that was it. Just making a basic wispy set, you guys. Super easy and ain't nothing a lot to it. This set is perfect for if you're just starting out and you don't know how to make fans. I think this would have been bomb if I did a hybrid set, like especially if you're somebody who, again, doesn't know how to make fans. You can so elevate your set just by using some pre-made fans for yourself, and these ones are actually really, really good. I really, really like them a lot, and I really like the skinny base because I personally, when I lash, I love to have a skinny base. It creates a different texture, especially when you're doing wispier sets. More wider fans do create thickness and density, but when you just want to kind of create texture, making narrow fans is going to be your best friend. Yeah, guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and start lashing, get into it. I'm just gonna fill up the eye, let you guys watch, let you guys listen to the background music, and I will hop back on. I always let you guys know, I say put audio on. I'll notify you guys when to go ahead and, put your speakers up or whatever you got to do. But yeah, guys, super simple. If you're a beginner, this is great. If you're an advanced artist too and you kind of just want to break from lashing a lot but you still want a complete set, I would definitely let my client know, like, hey, I have these lashes. I know you're probably in a rush, you want to create a quick set. Really, really cool lashes, you guys. And they're pretty affordable. Now I'm going to say though, to do a full complete set, I used about 2 trays. So two full mixed trays. And you can get these online at their store. They do have them on AliExpress. I believe they have them on Amazon. I'm not sure if they are. I'll go ahead and link them down below. But you guys, so easy. Try it out. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me know how you guys like this set. All right. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop off, and I'll come back on when I feel the need to do so.
Haven't felt like this in a while. You really know how to make a girl smile. Giving you time is more than I ask when you see me. Oh, you make love and you easy take. Nothing for me to complete you, baby. Ooh, and I usually keep to myself, but you get me out of my shell, and I knew right the moment I fell for you. I keep it on lock for you. I'ma keep a spot for you. All my exes black for you. Got plans, I'ma drop for you. There's no need to choose. Nothing I wouldn't do.
All right, we are now doing that middle layer and bottom layer. I wrote the mapping out for you guys right here. Like I said, taking those 14. So again, as I pointed out, you guys, when you create wispy sets, going down 2 to 3 sizes is going to really create that texture that you're going for. Now, strip lashing and creating super crazy texture with wet sets and all that, that's a different story. This is just a light wispy set, just to give it some texture so that the shaping is not so stagnant. It doesn't look all kind of like one length mixed in. It's got body to it. It's got flow. It's got like this pizzazz. It's got this flirtatiousness to it. So I really like doing this for people who kind of just like want more of an elevated set. You know what I mean? Like they don't want something too crazy, but they don't want something too natural. You know what I'm saying? You know, just spice it up a little bit. So when it comes to doing those bottom layers, you guys, it's all about the angle of your wrist as you're placing your fan. Now, as you can see, my hand will go from just upright and I'll tilt it back towards me. That's going to help me make sure that I get the angle flush to that natural lash. What happens when you don't make a fan flush to the natural lash? You can get what we call a lip, and that will cause tugging and pulling when they go to brush their lashes. It will cause dirt, debris, and makeup buildup and dead skin cells to sit there, thus can cause an infection, uncomfortableness, you know what I mean? You just want to avoid that. Make sure you're getting that flush application. I really want to do like more basic tutorials, so if you guys would like me to exactly show you what I mean by that, I can definitely make a video showing you guys how I isolate and how I place that lash perfectly on the extension perfectly on that natural lash. Let me know. I'll definitely do that for you guys, and let me know what other video suggestions you guys would like to see. You know, I'm here for you guys. What do you want? There's only so much education though that I can give you guys, that I feel like you do need to go out there and you need to invest your money, you need to invest your time and take a course. But little advanced techniques and stuff I can definitely go ahead and tell you about. I could show you. But yeah, so making sure also, you guys, is fanning between your sets. A lot of times I see my students, they'll go in and just keep lashing and they're not brushing and fanning in between, making sure that nothing's falling out, checking your work, using your mirror, making sure everything's nice in place. Like, come on guys, you got to make sure that these sets look really, really good. This is number one problem I find with a lot of new lash artists. You guys are not taking your time to really perfect your sets. Now, they're not going to be perfect, but as long as you're really taking your time. Like, people invest a lot of money with me. You know, they spend a lot of money every 2 weeks to come get these lashes done. You know, you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you. That's just the way I like to see it. But yep, going in again, filling in those gaps, filling in those spots that I see, and kind of just eyeing where I want a lash to go. So if I see like a shorter length needs to go here, a longer length needs to go there. I don't know, you know, just filling in. Sorry, my big ass head's in the way as well. But I don't know about you guys, but it's so satisfying to me to watch people isolate, or even watch myself isolate. Like, I don't know, I just love that shit. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and complete this set. Again, I told you guys, super easy. Like, it's such an easy ass set to do, and it just really creates some beautifulness. Like, honestly, like when she did her makeup, I was like, we were both really shook. And she did tell me that her lashes are lasting a long time. Now, that's another thing I was so surprised about, because pre-made fans, I've heard, don't last, and her lashes are going strong. Very, very strong. Like, I just saw her yesterday. She came over and her lashes still look really good and really full. The only thing she did tell me though is that she hates when they were wet. When they were wet, they looked so funny because they were so flat. Just like, it just looks like she couldn't even explain it. Like, if you could just imagine, like, when you're wetting your lashes or you're washing your lashes, and how funny they look when they like come together, but they still have a curl. Like, no, these are so flat. So that was funny. She's like, I don't want to go swimming with nobody. Like, I don't want to go swimming with these lashes. Like, nobody can see me when the lashes are wet. It looks funny. But when they're dry and they're fluffy, they look really good. As far as aftercare with them, I did tell her to use lash shampoo. She does have one that I gave her. She just lash shampooed them, and she blow dries them dry on low heat, or like cool heat, and they fluff right back up. And she said she had no problem. She literally said, man, I'll have her send me a video. Hopefully I could put it at the end of this video. But she did say like maybe 5 to 6 fell off. So they do last, guys. You know, as long as, like I said, you're using that appropriate amount of glue, you're creating that flush application, you're gonna get a set that's gonna last you a very long time. That's the next video I'm gonna be doing, guys. That's the next video that's gonna come out, is we're gonna talk about retention, because I know that's like the number one thing that people struggle with, and I get compliments on my retention all the time. Like, how do you get such good retention? How do you make your lashes last? And I'm definitely going to do a video like that for you guys. I know it's going to be super helpful, because retention ain't no joke, and it took a lot of trial and error, and it's really just like these simple steps that are just going to really help you create beautiful sets and have better retention. So yep, we're going in and doing our inner corners now. We are taking, so if we did 16, we jump back down to 14, we jump back down to 12. We are going to be doing 9s, 10s, and 11s in the inner corner. Okay, again, super basic, following that same concept, any wispy set. Whatever your top layer is, you're going to go down 2 or 3 and then go down 2 or 3 from there. Okay, be your better judgment, you guys. Just really be strategic when you're placing. So in the inner corner, I did like a 10, and then I'll do a 12 next to it, and then I'll go back down to 10, and then I'll do another 12, and I might go back up to 14, and then go back down to 12, maybe pop in an 11 or a 12 underneath there. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but like, you really just have to have this creative eye. You have to just know, you have to know the art of lashing, because lashing is definitely an art. When it comes to creating and flattering your clients' lashes and their eyes, you have to just know where to place that lash, and it's something, you guys, that just comes naturally, or it will come and it will just click and boom, you're like, oh, okay, I understand now. But take your time with it. If you have to map out very, very strategically like a bunch of lines, then that's what you got to do, you know, and make sure you're putting the appropriate length where it needs to go. Measuring lengths to your client's eye, you just got to put an extension right next to it and see, is this a good length? Is this a good thickness? Rule of thumb is never double the thickness and triple the length, okay? I sometimes can jump up 4 lengths depending on how thick and healthy my client's lashes are. But again, that is up to you, your client, and your better judgment, all right? All right, you guys, we're just going to complete this set. I believe that's it. And I'll hop back on if I feel the need to do so.
To the bay at night for ya. Anything to get a little time with you. Haven't felt like this in a while. You really know how to make a girl smile. Giving you time is more than I ask. Can you see me? Oh, you make love and you easy take. Nothing for me to complete you, baby. Ooh, and I usually keep to myself, but you get me out of my shell. And I knew right the moment I fell for ya. I keep it on lock for ya. I'ma keep a spot for ya. All my exes black for ya. Got plans, I'ma drop for ya. There's no need to choose. Nothing I wouldn't do. Said I'ma keep it locked for ya. All of this for you. I keep it on lock for ya. I'ma keep a spot for ya. All my exes black for ya. Got plans, I'ma drop for ya. There's no need to choose. Nothing I wouldn't do. Said I'ma keep it locked for ya. All of this for you. I'ma keep a spot for ya. All my exes blocked for ya. Got plans, I'ma drop for ya. There's no need to choose. Nothing I wouldn't do. Said I'ma keep it locked for ya.
Ready. Here's the finished set. One thing I can say is that compared to other pre-made fans that I've used, these ones actually stuck. I've used other pre-made fans, and as soon as I put them on the lashes, it would just pop off. It looks very full, which is crazy to me. Like, it's very full, very dark lash line going on. As you can see, there's a lot of wispiness, a lot of texture. I am gonna say though that the curls are very flat, so you do have to keep that in mind if you're gonna go ahead and do like a classic set on somebody and you want it to turn into a hybrid. I definitely think it would elevate your set and make it look fuller, and probably give it a lot of texture since you're going to be mixing curls. So I really feel like for a beginner person, this is going to be amazing for you, because I was able to achieve this set in an hour and a half. Something like this, if I would have made if I were to have made them myself, probably would have took me like at least almost 3 hours, if not more, to create a super wispy texture set like this. But other than that, I really like them. They're very super easy to take off the strip. As you can see, it's full. I mean, to me, this doesn't look like it was pre-made fans from this peripheral, but we're gonna see for when she opens her eyes. But again, very natural set, super easy, especially for if you're somebody who doesn't know how to make fans yet. So let's go ahead and do our finishing touches. So we are going to be taking our Nano Mister like always with our Super Bonder inside from VI's. You guys are always asking me what is the ratio that I mix for this. It is 1 part Bonder to 1 part water. So what that means is half Bonder, half water. And this Nano Mister is from Amazon. I'll link it down below, but yes, VI's Super Bonder. This is my new bottle that I just purchased. Again, it's really good. I love it. You want a bonder is to help cure the lashes from the outside within, so they have enough drying time. So that way when your client goes home, they're still drying from the inside, which creates a better bond. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open her eyes, do our finishing touches like I said. Oh wait, I haven't even missed. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and 1, 2, 3. And we're just gonna fan those bad boys dry, take off our tape, and then I'll start to take some pictures and yeah.
There's no need to choose.